Okay, we should be live, but they don't appear as live. Okay, I'm live. I had to refresh the page. We're good. We're live on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma where we do the live streams. That's too much Zoom. Let's reduce that a little bit. I'm more comfortable with this. Good. We're in Minecraft 1.19 because Hermitcraft is now in Minecraft 1.19. And yes, that is a sculpt catalyst. And no, we will not be doing anything with it this stream. Now, I could pop it down in the room. Immediately I'm like, I'm going to accidentally break that without silk touch. Also, it needs to be added to the filtering system over here. So do the mud blocks and the mangrove wood. We're going to do that today. That's what we're going to do. So, I've got some 1.19 stuff over here. Wouldn't it be cool if we got a new dye, a new colour for 1.16? Then I'd know exactly which shulker box it is if I dyed it. You know? Right, so, just going to leave some things over here. We've of course got the sorter now as well. And then we can crack on with what we're going to do. I've got a lot of torches in my inventory, you might notice. So yeah, all of these things now get sorted away. Don't know if name tags do. Name tags stack to 64, right? If I go refer to my storage thing, which I bookmarked. Yeah, it's the bottom right of a particular chest, the third one along. Oh yeah, I don't actually have to go up the top here. You can kind of reach it from this spot. So the place it goes is there. I was really confused. Your viewer count said 0, says Jess. I mean, if you are watching and it tells you no one is, do you even exist? Oh, God. Twitch. You are rude. Those actually need to be crafted into slime blocks and put back where they came from. So yeah, always keep on top of your organisation, peeps. I've just got back from an adventure. So we're doing that. Did anyone in chat watch the live stream announcement video? Because in it, like, all of a sudden my arm would start wiggling when I right-clicked. And I just kind of went with it, and I thought, oh, right, yeah, you know, haven't spotted that before. And now I can't recreate it. My arm doesn't wiggle when I right-click. It was very odd. Like managed to create some new event that we might never see again in the history of Minecraft. Tramp diggity dogs! It's been a while since I made it to a stream. Hope you're doing well, X and chat. Thank you, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well as well. I'm doing alright. I had a rough couple of days in the week, but I've calmed down now. Been to the doctors, feeling much better. Just in general, I'm feeling myself just calm down, which is good. Okay, so that belongs in there. Golden apple. And yeah, nice and clean again. We are gonna make a contraption today. A contraption which I realise is I don't have my things together to make it. So we got the mud farm. I want to start off with that. And we don't actually need anything for it other than glass bottles. Now, how many glass? Because I think I'll take a trip over to the witch farm with a bunch of shulker boxes and just like let's cram a bunch of stuff in it because we're always going to need that stuff, right? That's what we'll do. Anyway, noises in the ear for today. We've had... Oops, my apologies. I mean, the timing is interesting. Thank you for 3 months. IQ Prof for 3 months as well. Thanks for all the years of Hermitcraft Entertainment X. And Russell Wood. Thank you ever so much for 17 months of support. Greatly appreciated. Let's grab these and just go collect some resources and then come back again. Yeah, so apologies. I was watching so I like the show Atlanta, and it's on Disney Plus, and the new season's on there. And I just watched, I think it's the 4th episode about reparations, which is like almost like a Black Mirror kind of horror story of reparations. The humor that show has is incredible. It just seems to come from somewhere dark and unexpected every time. Anyway, in that show, there's this line where someone sort of says like, "I'm gonna get my apologies," right? Because some people call money cheese, right? And then reparations is like apologies for the past, if you like. And then immediately I thought of that username. I was like, oh yeah, apologies. There you go. It's now like it's in this show. Someone had the same idea. Pretty cool. Any new curry stories, says Sugbug Chick. I haven't been ordering any takeaways. I haven't done so for a while. As I was bulking, which I'm not going to do while I'm not working out now that I've picked up a little injury, so that doesn't mean I'm going to go back on the takeaways. I kind of just want to stay away from them for a while, I think. You know, I do enjoy them, but I feel like sometimes it's good to just change habits just for the sake of it or something. And I've really been enjoying some sort of I guess you could say leaner cuisine, but what I'm just experiencing is that now I'm pretty consistently eating, you know, healthy foods. Oh, do you know what? There's no bottles over here because I said Hypno could take them. Ha! So we came all the way over here for nothing. We might get lucky and find the odd thing. God, now we've got to listen to those minecarts and their minecart symphony. Yeah, I've been having some really nice, like, lean food, and here we go. What was it I've been making? Sushi rice, right? Sushi rice is interesting to cook because you have to wash it so much. And you have to soak it in water, and then when you cook it, you got to get the timing right, otherwise it burns, or like doesn't burn, catches to the dish that you're cooking it in. What did I have? I had some leftover diced bacon, some sushi rice, and then some tender stem broccoli all chopped up, and I mixed all of those together. Dang, it was gorgeous. I cook the sushi in a little bit of the sushi rice in a little bit of cooking wine. You can get cooking wines, the wines that are basically made to chuck in a dish and give it some flavour, and that just gives the rice a little bit of a punch. I don't know. It's not a strong flavour. It's not a spice or a tang. You know, it's just a little something extra. And I've also been having corn on the cob lately. When I was a kid, we used to have corn on the cob, and my parents would give you like loads of butter to slaver over it. And so, due to my initial concerns with eating, I had this idea in my head that butter was bad. And so it just became something that I didn't eat. And then I had some corn on the cob without butter, and it was gorgeous. No need to put the butter on it. And now I've had a few bits of corn on the cob since as well. And then yesterday I cooked some lentils with halloumi cheese. What else did I put in there? More broccoli. I love my tender stem broccoli. That's good. And we had some other stuff too. All these sticks will come in useful for smelting, so that's good. Right, let's now... I don't need the gunpowder. I don't think I need sugar. Oh look, some bottles. Glowstone and redstone. That's what we're going to take out of all of these. Broccoli is so underrated. Yeah, broccoli's awesome. You just have to know how to cook it. Really tasty stuff. How did we get from a wiggly arm to food? It's a live stream. That's just what happens here. Yeah, the corn. I cooked the corn in the oven. So you just heat it through, really. Takes about 15 to 20 minutes. And the end result is usually pretty good. Right, more noises in the ear. We got Terable here for 2 months. Configging is here for free. Jiffo Gambling 81. Thank you for 4 months. How are you liking 1.19? I've been excited to play it in survival for a long time. I feel like the problem with 1.19 and its main feature, the Warden, is I don't know. Unless I'm going to go for that record disc, I'm kind of not very incentivized to go there. In my episode, you'll see I just kind of went and cheesed getting my hands on a catalyst, right? As soon as you see one, grab it and leave. I don't feel like sticking around because summoning the Warden is basically game over, right? Now, I think it's a great concept to have somewhere that you don't want to go. And that is, you know, like a horror element and a boss that, you know, you're not actually supposed to try and fight and kill. All great ideas, but it feels like it's missing, like, an incentive. It may be something you could put in the game that you don't have to have, but you'd be incentivized to go and get. Feels like it's missing something like that. And the record disc, I mean, if I get round to making a record disc collection this season, then yeah, maybe I'll end up like trying to take on the Warden, or, you know, not take on the Warden, but get through the Deep Dark. Ancient City even. But yeah, otherwise, you know, 1.19 kind of feels small on the surface, but it's got some big game changes in there. Right, and that will basically do us. Unfortunately, no bottles, right? I got 16 out of it. That was it. Hedgehog 403, thank you for 15 months of support, my dude. Greatly appreciated. How could you get golden enchanted apples? You can craft them with gold ingots and apples. I got a hot cup of tea here, by the way. It's been 12 minutes. Oh, I'm so glad I looked at that point in time. This is going to be gorgeous. Devin Crates has pointed out that there is the Swift Sneak enchantment. Yeah, that's something I would like to get, actually. I don't use Shift like a lot in a way where I feel like I need the speed, but I might as well go grab it, you know. Swan, I'm going to call you Swan, says, how you just joined, what have I missed? You haven't missed much because we basically went to get bottles and then realised that I didn't have any. Actually, there's a place where I do have bottles. If we keep flying. All the way down here. And then go in this direction. I'm trying to think about some other dishes that I cooked recently. I might just have a quick glance on my phone to jog my memory. Later today I'm going to cook myself some bacon, eggs, halloumi and tomatoes. I'm going to fry them all in the pan. Let's have a look. I'm opening my phone. Checking phone time, says Baytantanil. Oh yeah, that regular thing that I always do on a stream, yeah? Because I'm so hooked to my phone. I'm always doing this. Oh, X. Not again. I mean, I'm having Sunday roast today. What did I have the day before then? I've had, oh yeah, salads. There's been salads. Been having some porridge again lately. Let's go further back. More salads. Oh yeah, I've been making those rice pan kits from Old El Paso with some chicken. And then more broccoli. What did I eat that day? I get all. Oh, that's the sushi rice again. Eggs and beans and bacon. Right, I'll stop with this. I'm being silly. I've been having a lot of salads in between those dishes. How do you feel about mushrooms? I'm alright with mushrooms. I used to hate them when I was a kid, but I kind of realised I didn't have too much of a reason to, so I started consuming them again. Maybe we never got enough. I think the bottles is this one here. Like 5 from the... I saw that! I guess actually it's attached to a block with redstone going over it, isn't it? The redstone came later. It was like the 5th one from the end. There should be something with bottles here, right? Maybe I didn't... Actually, maybe I jumped the gun there, so... String. Bottles will come through, I'm sure of it. Let's go back. Redstone. There, bottles. This one. And 41. So how on earth did I miss that? Ah! Dunno, just managed to scare... So I got... That was, I think that was a waste of a journey. Oh! Dang it! And now my brain reminds me that I should have also considered that I might want to take a trip to the desert. Which was like... The other end of that... Oh, my brain is disorganized when I live... It's disorganized anyway, X. Now I think about it, yeah, we've got a lot of glass there, and I know there's a shulker box lying around with some glass in it, so maybe we don't need to take a trip to the desert, which is good because, you know, I don't want to keep running around. I want to get to this 1.19 stuff. Fegley, thank you so much for 16 months, my dude. Hedgehog403, thank you for 15 months, and ChapDaddy65 with that Amazon Prime. Peeps, if you did not know, you can use the Amazon Prime to subscribe to someone on Twitch, and it doesn't automatically renew because Jeff wants every penny. I mean, think of poor Jeff. I mean, he wouldn't be able to sleep at night on that bed made out of money. Oh, he just wants to go to the moon. I think I used up all my Bezos jokes in the last stream. Not that they were good jokes. Who's Jeff, says Chazar. The owner of, was the, you know, owner, founder, creator of Amazon, and has now got a reduced role there as well. I think he says, my name is Jeff. Think of the thinky when you're using your Amazon Prime. Yeah, I've got to move that nether portal. It's officially become too much. I don't really have a plan on where to officially put it, though. I could sort of put it right here. And that would probably mean all these chests are in the way and I'd have to move them again. Oh, so much work. So at some point in time we're going to have like a... I think I'm going to put all these sticks in a chest at some point. We will have a furnace and all this stuff can go in there, you know. Right, we've got some gifted subs coming through. First of all, Dractarian, thank you for the Prime. Hobbles LeChat with the Prime. Sad TBH for 9 months. That is a Twitch baby. I've just spotted one. Look, there it is. Oh, isn't it so cute? We also got Ed Network subscribing for 71 months. You know who that is? That's Evil X right there. Can we have 2 at the same time? I think we've done this before. Right, all these things over here. And you know what? I'll probably sort these out properly later on. I just want to put a few things away. Put those in there. Glowstone can get done automatically whenever I run that next. All right. Hard to think. Thank you for gifting subs. Greatly appreciated. JD, Flopsy, Pest Angel, Nuko, and Codex404. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. The Heart of Ink, we always appreciate that. Thank you so much for supporting our community. Let's drink some more tea. X, what is the general excitement among hermits for 1.19? Are you guys excited for it? Yeah, I imagine everyone is, but since we've updated, not a lot of hermits. I haven't seen a lot of hermits online. It's probably because it's the weekend. I was honestly expecting like a big rush of people to play and like everyone going over to the ancient city. But that's not what's happened. Oh, that's some good tea. I haven't eaten yet today. If I'm not working out at the moment, I'm gonna go back to just eating 2 meals a day for a while. That's what I did yesterday. That's what I'm doing again today. Right, so no, we don't need these, not yet. What are we in need of? Right, we need to build a contraption. The contraption requires dirt, which I'll have. There you go. A whole bunch, quite a lot of dirt, because every dirt equals mud, right? Ooh, my brain just had some ideas as well. Good one, brain. That's a great idea. I can't wait to share it with everyone. That needs to go in the filter at some point. So I basically need to quit Hermitcraft right now. Oh god, I've got to quit Hermitcraft. It just dawned on me. All this time I've spent here. It's time for me to quit. I mean, disconnect. Sorry, using the wrong word. Dame the Dime, thank you for the cheers and biddies. Hey Xisuma, a big thanks for the raid last night. You and all of the hermits are a massive inspiration. Thank you so much. No problem at all, my dude. I hope you enjoyed it. We like to support the Minecraft community here and just raid different people within it. So glad you enjoyed it, my dude. Thank you for the biddies. This is where we're going. We're going over here. This is the spot. By the way, I have some news with our 1.19 contraption over here. It's really not going to be feasible because the slimes don't produce enough XP to send the charges all the way up to the player. So I think we're probably going to look at doing the hoglin farm. That'll be the easiest type of fast mob spawning farm that I could build. And we'll probably do it on the roof of the Nether. James Drew, 27, here for donation, saying I forgot how to do this. Like, literally, it took me 10 minutes to figure out how to do this. It's been so long. Just noticed you have 500k followers here and a steady 1k viewers. Oh, how far we've come over the last 7 years on Twitch. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for the donation. And 7 years, dang, I have been doing this a while now. Yeah, I mean, we built a steady little audience here. It's fantastic. Moving forward into the future, I kind of want to get into a habit of doing like more words. Some more non-Minecrafty stuff. Or maybe not just that. I don't know. Like we've been doing some like live streams doing Redstone, and I really like puzzles and puzzly type things, and so I kind of want to get into a habit of live streaming more puzzle type stuff, I guess. I also really want to do another chess live stream soon. I've been learning quite a lot, and I thought it'd be fun to do that. Right, anyway, my train of thought right now is terrible because I'm trying to multitask. Okay, yeah, it remembers that from that world. Yeah, everything's intact. Upgrading Light Matica for 1.19 was a bit of a concern, but there is a port for it, so... Right, if I put that in and go into here, let's just... I think I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, there you go, new selection. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirt farm baby. Listen to Iron Maiden. Getting too into that. Right, let's go over here. There we go. Let's see if it renders. It does. Looks a little stronger, the rendering. Anyway, shift both regions down a block. We should have it. This is honestly one of those contraptions, though, where you kind of don't really need this. But because I'm streaming, I don't really want to sort of like alt and tab a lot, but this will be helpful. So, area editor, save schematic, dirt farm. There we go. Oh, do you know what? It was the perfect opportunity, and I didn't realise it. Because, oh dang it, it broke when I pressed the button. I don't know if it works now. Stupid Stream Deck. Okay, it looks like it actually... Oh, dang it, the moment is ruined. Yeah, like, I like the Stream Deck, but dang, man, when you press the buttons, they're so, like, inconsistent. Sometimes they double press, sometimes they don't pick it up. Like, I pressed it, and it looked like it like, blinked and died, and it's like, come on. Anyway, right, let's go back to the actual Hermitcraft server. Peeps, I've decided I want to rejoin the server after my hiatus. Wait, you can farm dirt in the new update, says Captain Jellyfish. You can't farm dirt in the new update, but now you're making me think, can't you already farm dirt? I think there might be like a awkward way to use. Yeah, you can create a rooted dirt farm and then till the rooted dirt and then turn it into dirt. I think dirt farms already exist, but 1.19 didn't add one. Is the answer to that. Now, I don't have a big plan for like everything and like what to do with all this space. And I like having a plan because I could put the dirt farm sort of over here, but I might also want like a furnace as well, or I could have like a walkthrough into an area and put some stuff back here. I just haven't planned things out. I think I would make better use of that side for a dirt farm. Sorry, for a furnace. So maybe if I put the dirt farm here and just ignore the fact that I got this little thing hiding back here, because that's temporary. Right, we got cheers and biddies from James Drew too. Thank you, James, saying bring back Doom. Lol. You know, if they bring out an update or do something new with the game, I would so be interested in playing it. Unfortunately, the last updates they made kind of felt like I was just jumping back to the same gameplay loop, right? They were very oriented around the fighting, I guess, mechanics, if we're going to call it that, right? The action of the game. And I kind of grown tired of that a little. One of the things I like about Doom is the atmosphere of it and like the I guess air quotes story. You know, when you're playing the main campaign, going from level to level, there's just so much amazing terrain to take in, and that's kind of like a part of. Dang it! I am forgetting how this all works. That's a part of like the interest for me, so I don't think yeah, until they like bring out some more expansions or do something. Wait a minute. I thought I just looked at it and it was the wrong way around, but no. Huh. So if that's okay, that's actually the right way around. How does I the player walk into it though? And it needs to go back a fair bit, and it's probably just going to encroach on this space. I might just rip this out for now. I think that'll be the way to do it. Good little contraption, but very easy to rebuild whenever you need to. And we got noises in here from Pyroburnium for 47 months, and Yama 69 SME as well. Thank you so much. Do I keep saying dirt farm? Because people in chat... Oh, I called it a dirt farm, didn't I? It's a mud farm. Did I call it a dirt farm? I probably did. Just being a wally in my head. Yeah, a bit of this can disappear too if we need it. Okay then, let's stand over here and push it back a bit. So this will eventually have like a facade around it, I guess. So yeah, it's called the Dirt Farm. That's why people are confused in chat. I apologise. Please accept my apologies. So yeah, you're gonna walk into this thing, like have a little entrance, and then pop down inside of it, I think, into that space. So it needs to be a good few more blocks in that direction. And that I think will do. So yeah. Like there'll be some sort of entrance and then you walk in and get to this spot. Right. Uh-oh. Not so bad. Get rid of that. And pick up that torch, just make sure this area is still lit. Solly 1997. Here for 2 months. Jeff is eating good today. Oh, thank goodness. That's a sigh of relief. That's a sigh of relief. Appreciate it. Lynn and Hun with a raid. We're being raided. Welcome all the raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. We also got Robust here gifting a sub to Dame the Dime. Appreciate you gifting that sub, my dude. Thanks for supporting our community. And welcome all the raiders. Lina Hun, I'm looking out for you in chat. Were you streaming some Minecraft? Well, let me know. Right. So I think there's like one block all the way down at the bottom. Yeah, and it's soul sand, and that's it. So that's like the one block there. Cool. They were, says Lucaro. Awesome, good to know. My pleasure, Mr. Void, says Robust. Did I say robust a minute ago? I feel like I said robust. Jeez, I'm gonna... Just in case. Just in case. Just a reminder. Nothing's guaranteed over here. Yeah. Oh, you were playing Minecraft. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to guess probably playing 1.19 now that it's out. Okay, we're going to need to grab our ender chest. And then we're going to need several things out of here, like glass. And some dye for the glass. Is that already... Where did I put the bone meal? Maybe I threw it in here. Nope. Oh, well, there's bones. That'll do. Yes, we need some of that. I've already got some, but we'll make some more. There it is. Yeah, droppers and dispensers are other things that we need, right? So we need our redstone chest. I'm feel like I'm a bit slow today with everything that I'm doing. Probably need a dispenser. Couple of hoppers. So yeah. Alrighty then. This was an amazingly fun contraption to put together, and thanks again to the peeps in the chat helping me figure this stuff out. Right, might not want to build it like all at once is another thought, because you got to put certain things in. Let's what Y value are we at here? 143. Yeah, it might help just to look at it a little different for a moment. So, you got your slabs, then you got a hopper, and the dispenser. Right, I think we'll put the dispenser in next. Then the hopper pointing into it. Right, this thing needs to be filled up. Now, I was thinking you can make some changes. We might be smart to go test it in the other world. Cosmo says, is this a cat farm? Yeah, can't you tell from all the cats being farmed? Jeez. Shouldn't it be obvious? Turn that off for a second. So this here, this doesn't have to be filled up. That can be 4 other items that will never make it into there. Can I put something in a dispenser that never gets chosen, right, over a water bowl? So it acts like a dispenser. That's one thing to consider. Let's put down another one, because if there's water in it, it behaves differently. Oh yeah, no, that's not the way you do it. Ugh! Okay, so... yeah, we're gonna get 2 different, like, actions. Well, actually... They're gonna sort of seem the same, because it'll get spat out, because... this is full up, right? So just to make another point, if this thing wasn't full up, then we wouldn't see it. It would stay in the dispenser. Anyway, is there an item we can put in here that the bottle will always choose over it? So if I put in like a detector rail, see what I mean? Now, I think I know why it's doing that, but I should test the theory. I don't think it has to be a detector rail, so... having a dirty, full inventory like this, a horrible, disorganized crime of an inventory. Okay, no, so it's not that it refuses to dispense it. Okay, let's now try this and see if it prioritizes it. We'll use the detector rail first and then the regular rail after, just in case it does have some sort of quirk. So, no, we just got lucky a bunch of times in a row, basically. And then we filled up a bottle. All right. Use bone meal. Oh, what a great suggestion! If it works, if it works, there could be some logic to that. That's a really great suggestion. But before we get too excited, it might not work, but we'll find out. Ha! That is most curious. Yeah, that makes sense. It can bone meal water. Okay, let's try and recreate the... Here's the other thing. If it tries to use the bone meal and fails, that could count as a use. So now that we got this... Right, we've got bone meal in there still. Right, that might have just filled up a water bowl. It still tries to use the bone meal. So it can pick... It still hasn't picked a glass bottle, interestingly. I don't know how many times you have to... There you go. So it is also... Although it spat it out. That was weird. It shouldn't have spat it out. Let's get rid of that. Like, you'd think at some point it would pick the bottle, right? And it did. Okay, so we're ruling out randomization. Okay. Shears, says Fegley. So what we're doing is we're thinking of other applications of a dispenser now. I've got a feeling it's going to be the same thing. That's my only concern. So now... Yeah, look at that. It tries to use the shears in the water and then... Right, so we have to keep this thing filled up with bottles, I think. I'll look at chat for one or two more ideas, but I think we're going to find it can use something else, but you know, it will fail to use it. So, dispensered powdered snow is underutilized, says the Thinky. Is that something you can do? Because that's sort of like the ability to place a block, right? Can you place it into water? It just shoots it out. Yeah, you can do that. There's got to be something to that. Like, maybe you could use that to make a minigame. I need to create a minigames document, right? And start, every time a little idea pops into my head, write them down. Because we've totally got to do some brainstorming of minigames together at some point, right? Like, that's what I was talking about earlier. When I wanted to stream... chess, when I want to stream puzzle games, when I want to stream Redstone and contraption building. Mini games can be a part of that. I love game design. I feel like Minecraft is quite limited and sort of the best ideas have been pretty fleshed out. I mean, after Tango made Decked Out, it was kind of like, alright, I don't think you're able to like top that or come close to it without building the same thing again. But yeah, like, that's something else I would like for us to do together on these streams. I'm also I keep thinking it might be like something to do again, but I should really consider this fully. So I'm saying this as an idea that hasn't been properly established or anything yet, but getting a plot world back I think would be really cool. I do miss the plot world, but like the times have changed. The way I play the game is sort of different now, but it might be a really cool thing to have a plot world for live streaming or something. And you know, when we go do Redstone and all this, like we can learn from one another and like do so much more having a plot world at the same time. So that's kind of like something that's on my mind. Right, I think I'm just going to build this out of these blocks for now and probably change them to mud blocks later on, right? So then we've got a bunch of slabs, and in the middle, what's the block in the middle? A hopper facing down. Oh, is that to just catch the items that the player... Hang on, let's go up. Because that's where the player stands, and it's on a slab, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I get it. So we also want to put a chest underneath this thing. How do you know the flame arrow powdered snow trick, says Transit Biker? I don't. Please tell me more. Please tell me more. Live Ruben 145. Thank you for your Prime subscription. Jane XXO, thank you for another Prime subscription. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoying the stream. Where do I keep my chests? I don't know. I'm doing such a terrible job of focusing today, I feel like. The flame arrow through powdered snow deletes the powdered snow. Interesting. Ah, it extinguishes it. So you could have a mini game where powdered snow is being perhaps dispensed, and players, if you use leather boots, players can walk on them, and then the arrows could make them disappear. So it sounds like there's some mechanics there that are worth investigating. If they'll yield an actual mini game or not, I'm not sure, but worth investigating. So I think there's something slightly different between those. I'm not sure quite why, but when we build the rest of the contraption, it'll probably accept it. Alright, so put in these slabs. Go up a level. We need another bucket of water, and we need a hopper facing west. Is that the one that faces into that? That's a dispenser facing in that direction too. So that's a dropper. We need a dispenser. Oh, a dropper's actually part of the contraption a little bit later on too, isn't it? Wait, dispenser's here. Hopper's there. And then the water bucket. Which I should probably make a little infinite pool for quickly, just back here. Live Ruben says, guys, I just used my Prime sub and X didn't get the live notification. I did, and I read it out. You must have missed it, so I'll thank you again. Thanks for using the Prime, my dude. Your support is appreciated. Right, I'm going to write that idea down quickly, because I do need to start the minigames document. So it was flame arrow extinguishes, which is a word I can't spell. Extinguishes. Flame arrow extinguishes powder snow. Also, this rumbling and groaning is driving me nuts. You're not supposed to spawn in. Oh, you probably wandered out of there. Dang it. How are we doing for little caves and stuff in this area? Yeah, we're quite close to some unlit bits that probably need to be lit. Right, we've got a whole block there with a redstone torch on the side of it. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is simply just a power source, right? For that. This could just be a redstone block here if it's permanently on, but I will not question the ways. We'll just stick with the torch. That powers the mud block. Then you've got full blocks and you've got that dropper just there. And a piece of redstone. Okay, dropper right on that. Wonderful. And we pick that up. And it goes into the chest down below, actually. Right, and then we need another block here. And then we probably need a few more bits of redstone. Grab those. Question: do we have the link to that Lightmatica community build? Medicate gave me a link, but I'm not sure it's legit. Is that something I'm supposed to be reading out, Astellian? Because okay. It was. Dang it! Have I done a no-no? Did I give something away? I'm sorry if I did. Wait, so that's the hopper. So what's this? White stained. No, that's flowing water that goes into there. Okay, These schematics can be a little tricky to suss, but I think the last bit, if we also use our memory, yeah, there you go, it's simply that. This, though, was a smooth quartz block. I don't know if that actually affects anything. The redstone certainly shouldn't be affected by it, so I can probably leave that as such. Then I can put that there. And it was a full block. And then we have some slabs here. I should put one on that side too, I think. Oh, no, no, no. I was going to say we could just put a ladder on the inside. That wouldn't work. Might be clever if I put like a honey blocks in the corner and water stream behind it, but getting a bit overcomplicated now. There might be some other issues with doing that. So now we got to fill up the dispensers. Or if I'm not mistaken, you only need one water bottle up here, and then all the glass goes down below. So let's fill this thing up with dirt. Leave myself one. Okay, back down to the redstone chest. Let's read chat. Estelian, probably best to use another chat, because this one is for when we're live these days. Yeah, just use another chat, Estelian. Like that one, the purpose of that chat these days is now for me to see messages to read out on stream. I guess like we never really communicated that. We just started doing it, so I apologise for spoiling anything. Peeps, you never heard anything. Cover your ears. Right, so it's here that we don't need to fill it all the way up with bottles, but this we do. Right, we might actually burn through all of this glass pretty quick and need more by the looks of it. Because that is only 3 stacks. Yeah, not a crazy amount. Okay, now we need to smelt up some sand. And I've got the sand over here and the fuel's over here. ChillRX says, what? I didn't hear anything. That's the attitude. Neither did I. And I was talking. Okay. We'll siphon some of that off to go in here. And that, my friends, cracked, polished. Let's go just put that in place while we wait for things to smelt. Torchic says it's 5 AM for me. Wow, someone's up early. What was that thing about the early bird and the worm? The early worm catches the bird? I forget what it is. Cracked, polished brickstone, blackstone bricks. I'm pretty sure they just go there. Wonderful. Filter is the name of the game. Xisuma, will you use the LA for non-stackable item sorter? I would like to, but I feel like this thing, like if I had a... Everything in this game just feels like grind, grind, grind. Build this big thing, and then you're like, oh, I need to tear it all apart and build it again. I don't want to build this again. If I'd have built that, like here, then there could have been a little bit of space for some LA item sorting. This thing, though, it does actually separate non-stackables. So I could use some space over here. Like, I can install a hopper or change the direction of this little... Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the point. This thing is separating the non-stackable items anyway. So I could build an alley filter in this space where I've just built that. Oh, that's a great idea, actually. It's totally possible because this thing sorts it and then we just take the sorted items and, you know... did we establish what ones I actually want sorted out, right, though? Like, what stuff do I actually chuck in here on a regular basis where it's like, that would be good if that got sorted out, you know? It's another thing to be considered. Right, what I want to do now is just quickly grab this, come over here. So I noticed that I got more droppers than I need, and I'm lacking dispensers. Hoppers are pretty much full up. We don't have any torches. Okay, the rails are good, but not the... dang it! Keep those stocked up. Well, we've got tripwire hooks, strings maxed out. Apparently we've got hay bales in here. Is that the right place for those to be? I think that was for me to make target blocks with, actually. And I don't have any target blocks in there. I've got a lone note block. Redstone lamps. They were not in here. And then a little bit more redstone. That's kind of it. Like, we basically have topped it up, is the idea. That thing's all ready to go once we get our glass smelted. So, done with that. Glass over here. Chuck that. Gonna need this in a minute. Chuck that in there. And the bucket. Actually, no. I think the bucket... Where did the buckets come from? Right. They didn't come from my important chest. Like, I keep 2 in a chest so that you can make it on the go, essentially. Just gonna chuck you in there for now. Oh, they're in the wrong chest. Right, let's go see if we've got this glass. I'm Baker AFC. Thank you for using your Prime subscription. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. 4Gil says we do not have another chat. You have plenty of chats on Discord. Or am I missing something? Like, just use one of the other chat channels, right? Anyway, let's grab these. That might be all we need, really. I want to copy... How do you organise your ender chest that looks good? I made a video on it on my channel some time ago, if you want to go look it up. Like, I don't think what you want to do is copy someone, but you want to sit down and think it through, right? Like, I'm going to put all my tools into this one. I'm going to put my valuables into this. You should also colour code them, which I just haven't built a dye farm yet. But, you know, I haven't, like... rushed into doing stuff this season because we're doing a long season, and I gotta say, like, I'm at a point where I kind of want to, like, I think I just want to play in the same world forever. That might sound a bit strange, but once you've like done all the basic farms, like, the end game is like really interesting when you start to do more obscure stuff and like big projects, but they require a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of like end game farms and stuff. And so when you're really established in a game and you've built all the end game farms, then the game enters like an interesting space where you can, like, every project has got to be something kind of out of the box. So I'm really hyped for like a long season because this early game stuff is just like not really doing it for me as much anymore. Lednar says, thanks for the ender chest advice. No problem. Don't be afraid to like go into a creative world, right? And do all of this from the creative inventory and take screenshots, right? Like, make a plan. And then, you know, you can spend a lot of time in a creative world thinking about what am I going to use on the go. And let me give you a little bit more advice. I don't think this is the best way to organize stuff, but I think what you should aim for is... Obviously, you want to bring essentials like tools, backup food, beacons, and whatnot. And then, like, a little bit of everything in a few boxes. Try and get a little bit of everything into a few boxes. So when you just, oh, all I need is, like, one of this for that project. You don't have to spend a long trip back. Then you probably want to leave, like, at least a row or more for projects that you're working on. So you chuck in these shulker boxes that are relevant to what you're doing. Okay, let's give this a try. If I remember correctly, it was pretty simple, but I kept getting it wrong. I think you have to hold down right and left click. If I have this on my offhand, I'm probably going to turn that into a path. If it's that way around... Okay, let's hold down shift. Okay, so I need more than one in my offhand. Let's also check that it worked. Yep. Oops. No, oops. Wait. Dang it, I need a different shovel. And you have to hold down shift as well. Wait, can I? Oh, I just have to drink it, don't I, to reset it. So, I think we made a diamond shovel. And I probably want to make it like unbreaking mending too. Wait, is it a mud farm you're making? Yeah, we're making a mud farm. Do I keep literally saying dirt farm as well? I'm making a dirt farm. That would be quite true, wouldn't it? I forget how many more of these we needed. 35 right there. You could just buy the dye from Cleo's shop for the shulkers, says Unknown. I could just get someone else to do this live stream for X. Why are you live streaming? You could just get someone else to do it for you. I'm taking the mic. If it's not obvious. Right, shovels. Oh wait, shovels over there, and we need a diamond shovel. X, you could just have taken a trip across the server to some place where you don't know where it is and spend the next hour looking for some villagers to trade with to get your hands on the diamond shovel. X, you could have done that. Yeah, I could have done that. Go. Go, is that what you want? Alright, hold shift. Right click, left click. Oh, the timing looks very close. But kind of consistent. This is such a chill tree. I know why it's so close. It's because we got haste as well. Ah. So haste is probably like pushing it to maximum speed. Mary says, this is such a chill stream. Xisuma, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. There we go. We're getting the mud in. It's working. The public release of the first images captured by the Webb Space Telescope just 10 days away. I'm excited. Oh, I thought you were going to tell me it was already here. Rocket Pocket, dang. Also, what is that icon next to your name? There's new icons in chat. They kind of look like moderator icons. Mods, can you tell me in the other chat if that is like a new thing for you guys? They look like moderator related icons, let me put it that way. I don't know if you see them too. And if they do what I think they do, then they sort of don't make sense. Anyway. Ah, okay. I thought it meant like they were muted or not visible, but it means watches without video / sound. Now, is that a technical communication or a personal communication? I.e., does Twitch know that video or sound is disabled, or is it their preference as to indicate if they're visually impaired or auditorially impaired? I think it's personal, says Sparky. Help, I'm deaf, says Rocket Pocket. Right. Now, I don't know how to communicate that way, because, you know, my keyboard is currently being used. Oh, some are saying it's both. Interesting. I'm watching with sound, it's just a trolly badge, IG. It's a shame to use it for trolling, like, that can be quite helpful in communicating. Oh, now lots of people are... Yeah, okay, I can see where this is going. We should turn off that, we don't need that anymore. Alright, let's see how successful we were. Oh, okay, so items are escaping out the side. Yeah, a little bit of confusion in the beginning. Hey, we got our hands on a new block right here. So how can we... You need to power the block there, and I'm pretty sure that's the only way, right? Oh, look, even more there. So that could actually have a hopper underneath it, which might help a lot. And then maybe you could get away with putting a hopper on the other side too. Let's give that a try. We'll do it another run, and we'll do some live adaptation of the contraption. Ah! Ah! Yeah, 2 more hoppers. 1 on either side. I could point it into that, or I could point it directly into the chest. I don't think it makes much difference, but since it means it doesn't have to go through another hopper, why don't we just do it that way, in case that hopper gets locked or something. So now it could be a little better at picking up those blocks. I think that was all the dirt, wasn't it? Xisuma, can you recommend a channel for basics of redstoning? I would just use the search engine. I don't, you know, follow any channels that cover that. Well, I do follow some redstoners, right, but not for basics. So, you got to search. Right, so we're doing the same thing again. The trick this time is when we jump out, we're going to look and see if all the dirt has been collected or not. Hopper won't work, says Tallywhacker. It depends on the timing of the redstone. It kind of looks like it's pretty much always on, so, you know, we're just here to try. Also, we could use a hopper minecart, perhaps, somewhere in the equation here. The wiki is a good tool that explains each redstone component does, says Agantus. Yeah, I mean, the thing with redstone is it's like quite multifaceted. I look at redstone like it's an open-end puzzle. So, you know, you can learn like, oh, a repeater turns off, it turns on. But then it's like the application of that. And not just the application, but understanding like what the start and end is. If you've ever encountered like logic circuits, or done like some electronics in school where they get you to make a circuit to turn on a light bulb, like that's sort of like redstone, really. You just have to see it that way. Oh, wait, no, someone said it wasn't working in chat, but it looks like it was. Now, we haven't done the full test, but only 1 block out there, and it just kind of occurred to me that if we attach more blocks to this thing, we should help again. So if I put a block here, that's one thing I can do. I think I can put a slab on top and not disrupt the redstone, which is currently on. Yes, that doesn't disrupt the redstone. So anything popping out to that side... Wait, oh, that went there, did it? Yeah. Anything going out to the side... you could also make the player stand on a hopper, possibly? Like, if you really wanted to catch everything. And it doesn't look like anything's come out this side. Now, I can also put a block in that gap. And put that there. But then... not so sure about this bit. But that might be all you need. I mean, the repeater isn't locking the hopper, so that should be pretty good. Yeah, and then I think all you want is a hopper underneath there, really. But I'm not going to bother with that because the player will, of course, pick it up. Right. Here's what I'm going to do next. I need to nip to the loo, which some of you seem to be endlessly fascinated with that phrase. Let's actually get a bit more. While I nip to the loo, how about we run this thing AFK? So I'm going to, like, attach this here. Whoops. Over we go. Got that. Got this. I also just wanted to quickly check the status of that which is now unreachable, that dispenser there. I guess we'll have to wait to the end. I think it's going to keep running. But yeah, we want to check how the distribution's working. So... the one problem here is that I've got to hold shift as well, so this is going to make everything difficult. It might not work, actually, my idea, so F3T and then let go. I don't think that worked. Because I can't hear any noises. No, that... Oh! Okay, if it were for holding shift, that would have worked, but no. Anyways, let me press the button. Where's the button? Right, I'll be right back, peeps. Well, I'm back. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, I'm back. I see y'all saying toggle shift. Yep, I forgot about that. Peeps, don't forget to hydrate. Oh! That's an interesting view. Hi. In your face. Sorry, just taking a moment to drink some water here. Gotta hydrate. Every past big update, hermits always get together to explore it. Why not this time? Is that true? Not sure how true that is. But we do have a plan to get together and take down the world border. So, you know, there's that. Do you have a skull goblet for drinks? I need a skull goblet. Oh my god. Never have I realised I needed something so much in my life. Ugh, god, burping. Excuse me. Please excuse me. What resource pack is that? This is Vanilla Tweaks, by the way. If you look up Vanilla Tweaks, it's a resource pack picker, so you can pick all the things that you want, you know? Water burps the mayo. Well, when you guzzle down a lot of water, it'll make you burp. Depending on, you know, your own personal digestion and stuff. Better stick with streaming / YouTubing. As a singer, you die of starvation, says New Tough Stuff. New Tough Stuff can see the future. The wisdom is infinite. If I were to become a singer, I will die of starvation. How did you know such a thing? I do have many questions about this hypothesis, but okay. Okay. Bardoon29, thank you ever so much for using the Amazon Prime on me, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Thank you ever so much. Live Ruben says, just going to the Discord server, guys. Subscribing to X, it's something you gotta try to do. Sorry, you got to try. Yeah, we do have a Discord server for all the subscribers. So, if you're considering it, you got that as well. What are you planning to do with the mud? I want to smelt it, actually. It's a good point. We should probably start that process. Grab all of this. I mean, I really need a little furnace array, but all I've got is this over here. Uh-huh. I forgotten how it works. I've forgotten. What do I do? What do I do? Why am I thinking you can smelt... How'd you get mud bricks? Oh god, I can't remember. I thought you smelted mud. You need hay. Add wheat. Oh, right. Okay, I've got quite a bit of wheat. Oh dang, that's gonna make a wheat farm like super super relevant again. Wait, is it already out? Do you add wheat or hay bales? Peeps are saying wheat. You make it with wheat. Okay. Okay. Wheat it is. Mud! Packed mud. Oh, like that is it? Oh, okay. So we can make quite a lot. Dang. Totally forgot that one. Wheat. Wheat. Why are y'all saying wheat in chat over and over again? What's going on there? Oh, look at that. So much mud. All the mud. Then you can smelt some of the mud, right? Oh, I still don't get it. No, maybe you'd never smelt it. Maybe you just craft it. Ah, bricks. Right, and then some of you will crucify me if I don't use the right block for this. You'll be like, X, never again am I watching Stonecutter, blah, 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 blah. That's what you'll be like. Wheat, they keep saying in chat. Why do they keep saying that? Right, I'm going to go put these in the filter. Actually, we might as well do a bit of that. Right, so yeah, all of these things now go into the filter, right? Is there anything else there I'm forgetting? Like, you got... I guess you got, like, the muddy mangrove roots stuff. But it's... Oh, I guess I'll see it all in a second, right? Like, when I open up my filters, let's go grab those. Do one towards the end. This has got the 1.19 stuff in it. So I'm missing clay, interestingly. I thought I'd put that in there. I'm missing all the regular bricks. Then, it is indeed... Let's put it on the right row. Mud. The stairs. The slabbage. Like cabbage. And the wall. Then a regular block. And a mud block. Oh yeah. We got them. Right, and then it's the second one in. So I feel like I should now remove this and replace it with none other. Oh, look at that! New bricks for us to play with. Okay, then everything related to that can go in here. And on a different day, I will put that to good use. While we're here, while I know that we've got some shortages in the filters, let's go fix that. Let's go fixie wix it. So I need 1, 2, 3, 3 because we already put the stairs in. Need 3 of those. Also need clay, which can't I? Aha! I am a master of Minecraft. Kneel before me. Okay. Definitely too over-impressed with remembering that, wasn't I? Way too impressed. Alright. This allows us to finish this filter. Actually, I think that's a fully complete filtered chest. Nice. Nice! Kneeling for the king, says Eknot Snitch. Snitch? Eknot Sink. Oh god, I'm terrible with the names, and I just called you a snitch. Jeez. Ah! This music is sick, says Breeze, please. Yeah, which track is this? This is the Nether update. It's... No, is it Rubidio? Yeah, it's... Rubedo. The Nether soundtrack is amazing. I put the Wild update on heavy rotation on today's playlist. Because, you know, it's the Wild update. Right, yeah, let's crack on. Let's get the rest of this done. We're going to convert this dirt and then move on to the next thing, which is the mangrove stuff. Just need to eat some bone meal quickly. Hey, Asuma, do you plan on having any components in the base aesthetics? Yeah, I want to use the new stuff for the base aesthetics. Yeah, basically. Quartz bricks and mud bricks use the same texture. I think I know what you mean. Yeah, they do. They've got the same sort of design. There's design on them. I guess you call it a design. I mean, there's color, then there's texture. I'm not sure that they have texture. Texture is like the noise of the palette, right? But they have this. I think they have the same design, is the way you'd say it. Why are you farming dirt, says the magpie. I'm not farming dirt! Gah. It's called mud. Gah. How could you ever confuse those two? Like, no one would ever... Oh, okay, that doesn't work. No one would ever confuse those two. Especially not me. I think the mangrove wood is made specifically for Eastern Asia architecture. Says these yak. They do put a lot of thought into textures and whatnot these days. However, they did start off with something that looked way more like jungle wood, and everyone went, "No, it looks like jungle wood," and then they changed it. But yeah, I mean, imagine if they were going to change it, they would probably just start the process again. And pick something for it to help. What do you gain? Asuma says Hussein. What do I gain? Gosh. What a deep, insightful, open-ended question. What do I gain? I've got no idea what you mean. No idea. With all that mud flying everywhere, might want to get a windscreen wiper for your helmet, X, says Valios. Thing is the mud flying everywhere? So I think we've got it under wraps. We might be here a minute. I don't get it. You constantly have 6 pieces of dirt. Doesn't it get converted to mud? Or do you have a dropper that drops you dirt every time you place it? There is definitely not a dropper to the left of me giving me dirt. And no, this dirt is not mud right before it's broken. Definitely not. Okay, I was using the silly voices. Hopefully that explains everything. I saw you did the mild update video. What's your opinion on it, says Breeze Please. I mean, you could watch the video, but that update isn't really about the update itself. I think 1.19 is fantastic. I think it's a great update. It's just, it's not the update that's the problem. It's the communication around the game that Mojang have just sort of been getting wrong left, right and centre as of late. And speaking of my... I know we chatted about it already, but I've been thinking a lot about the moderation video I made. And yeah, I didn't really like... I got sucked into this like mindset of like wanting to just bring some calm to everything, because it's just like it's like a really strongly negative thing at the moment. And right off the back of the mild update stuff, like it just didn't seem very healthy for this community. And one of the things I could have done with that video, you know, now I'm thinking about how it could have been different, and like I could have pointed out or put some attention on the communication from Mojang. Like they just, there was no dialogue with the community. It was like, here it is. And they could have done better. It seems like many game dev companies lack in communication department lately, says GM4K. I can't comment on that specifically, but one thing I can say is that Mojang have actually done a pretty good job up until recently. But there's always this perspective that they aren't, and it tends to come from people who are like, and I made this mistake. I make this mistake. We all do it. I made it in a pretty big way on my video as well, and I'll explain that in a second. But we do this thing where when we don't know about something, we kind of assume it's not happening, as if we have like an all-seeing eye, and that we know what's going on, right? So the absence of something doesn't mean that it's absent. Sometimes it means, you know, you're looking in the dark, right? So I, being close to Mojang and, you know, through the snapshot cycle, I get to see all the updates, changes, and developments. That gives me like a level of insight that some other players don't have, but then I see in the comments that they're not seeing it the way I am. And so you can see these comments from time to time about how Mojang aren't doing this and aren't doing that, and it's like, oh no, they are. You're just not, you know, you're not looking where they communicate, or like you're not plugged in to where that's happening. And so that's like an issue. So when we talk about like communication, you know, I will see these sweeping comments from time to time, Mojang this, Mojang that, and it's like, well, you're criticizing something like that you're not looking at, right? It's sort of like I don't know. It's sort of like standing in a garden, right? Like you imagine it like a cartoon, and it's like, where are these delivery people? The delivery's supposed to be here half an hour ago, and they're like literally standing behind you, unloading everything while you sort of look in the other direction, shouting. That happens a lot. That happens a lot online, and it's one of the things in this current Discord around moderation that worries me too, is like assumptions and whatnot, which in trying to push back against in my video, I got it totally wrong. I think I just got like overly excited about writing another script and like enjoyed putting all the words together, and like really didn't actually like think enough about what I was saying and writing, because there's a point in the video where I say that, you know, Minecraft will have, you know, teams of highly trained moderators looking over the chat and stuff, and I didn't actually know that they would. Turns out they are actually going to have human moderators, no automation, and it sounds like they've got some sort of structure in place to try and catch all these different issues and whatnot. But the spirit of what I was trying to say was, we actually don't know what the moderation is because they haven't communicated with us, and that it could be that it's really good crack team of moderators that know exactly what they're doing. But I don't know, just something about like, you know, getting caught up in writing the script and having fun with that. I totally just lost the plot and did not really like arrive at the point that I think I wanted to. Oh, we're being raided! Crid raid! Cridius! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome all the raiders. Greatly appreciate. Are you from the Minecraft community? Please do let me know in the chat. Kushida Archie says, I agreed with your video. Based on, you know, the likes, I could say that most people probably, well, not most, but at least half or more like agreed with it. It's the thing is, that's not a fair metric of everyone's reaction. It's just a metric for the people that chose to use that, right? You know, if you agreed with everything in that video, it's still, I realise now, it's still, I did not articulate the points the way I should have. So I still think there's flaws in it, but like, I'm hoping that if you agreed with it, you got the spirit of what I was trying to say. Like, yes, the moderation stuff is cause for concern. It needs to be talked about. It's a big deal. You know, I wasn't trying to dismiss any of that, but I got everything wrong about that video. What I tried to do was offer up all the counterpoints to the, you know, the loud voices in the community that are angry at what's happening. And yeah, I've said it a gazillion times now. I just got it all wrong. But I know some of you understood what I was trying to get at. And I've had quite a few people reach out to me in the community and express that, like, that they're thankful that I did that. So I decided to leave the video up because I kind of felt like there will be people that get the point, right? Even if it was not the greatest communication and whatnot, and if some people can get the point of it, then I think that's good. Right, can we do... Ha! But then nothing harvests it, right? I mean, that's like kind of helpful, semi-auto, right? If there were a way this could also lead to some harvesting. I mean, the thing is, you're probably going to need like a counter of some sort. I tell you what, if I knew how to build a comparator circuit that every time you gave it a fresh signal, it counted up, but then you could tell it when to reset, you could probably create something that then hits that after. But this is about like absolute minimal level redstone, so I guess I know what I could do. I know exactly what I could do for minimal level redstone. Okay, this is fun. This is thinking a little different. A piston or shears? I don't think you can harvest it with shears, by the way. Also, Curls, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where the stone at, homie? There it is. Apparently we can use water to flush the propagule. Oh, interesting. Now I'm sort of thinking like a slower clock might be useful here. Oh, this has got me super interested in some Let's go into the test world for a second. I just got like really interested in some mechanics of redstone for a second. Like, okay, I know I can't. Maybe I won't come up with anything here. I'm not sure, but like, I know I can't do. Let me think. I can't do the comparator circuit. Pretty sure on that. Oops, that's the... There we go. Pretty sure I can't do the comparator circuit, right? But here's the thing. If I can make like a sort of counter thing... this isn't probably actually going to do what I thought it might. I would... Hang on, no, maybe I can. If I put an observer here... It's the wrong way around. Right, I'm not actually trying to make an observer clock. Although, I'm sort of going down the path that I might as well use one. Yeah, okay, look at the rate that thing fires. Okay, because then that thing then chained up to the next thing, right? It's not actually doing what I thought it would. I thought it would like space out the pulses, so each time you add one it slows down. It's not, is it? So I'm gonna add a couple more just to sort of like confirm that. Or is it? I think it's slowing down. Let's try a little bit more. Let's try that. It is slower. It's like a counting system. It's counting! Look! Look, it's counting! Oh my goodness me! Except I put this one in the wrong spot. That would actually go... Right, so... Okay, so it counts... But this thing pretty much goes too fast for it to be of use to count in a smaller setting, I guess. So if we look at it like this, like every time we hit this lever, it's going to power that. So like we need 4 to grow the thing, probably 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like this one over here is the point. So you would just need too many of those. And I don't know if there's a way to like make it count slower, because this is an event with 2 outcomes, like as opposed to cycling through 3 or more. Okay. What about okay, I'm going to try something here. Nope, wrong way. Oh, it gets bub powered, doesn't it? Of course it does. Well, that spoiled my fun. But maybe if we consider that. The bub powering's just going to drive us nuts with pistons. Anyway, we've got what we needed. I just thought it would be fun to have a look at that again. Mouthy says every time it halves the input. Yeah, that's a great way of expressing it, actually. Right, anyway, we've got a bunch of those. We need some bone meal. Where did I get these mangrove leaves from? Did I leave the 1.19? Wait, was it one of these two? Where is it? Where are my tadpoles? Where are my tadpoles? And my sculpt catalyst. Wait. What? Did I put it, like, in here? Wait, is it one of these? Oh. Whew! Sigh of relief. The sigh of relief, thank goodness. Right, so we've got all the bone meal we need over here. Now we need to go find a place to farm this stuff. Because we're just going to do it manually and hang out and whatnot for now. Probably going to need like a bunch of dirt or something. Or does the mangrove... Okay, back to the test world. Does the mangrove grow on dirt or mud? Speaking of the world border, will you continue to change it so you also have new chunks for 1.20 in the future? Probably not going to think that far ahead. I reckon with world pruning and stuff, like... The world border was definitely a great idea, but we didn't know as much about world pruning and managing that kind of stuff in the past. I think these days you could probably, you know, do... this is probably not going to be a great place to test. Yeah, these days I think you don't really need it as much anymore, but it's kind of like a nice thing to have anyway. So I don't think we're too worried about 1.20 because we can prune the world accordingly. Let's grab some bone meal. Yeah, you can grow it on dirt. And interestingly, we might need quite a high space to do that. Excellent. Just wanted to check that in case we need to bring mud with us. World pruning, is that like cutting out useless chunks, says Prafgore. Yeah, and not only useless chunks, but chunks that players haven't occupied. Which, it used to be that it was the chunks loaded, right? Like, if I'm standing in this chunk, the chunk time is ticking up. If I then, oh god, multitasking is so difficult. If I then move into the next chunk, that one ticks up. But it used to be that it was the ones that were loaded that would tick upwards. Okay, multitasking is definitely difficult. Oh dear. All I wanted to do was make a chest. Or 2. Or 4, because I forgot numbers and math. So yeah, with the world pruning, like, you can now select chunks that have been generated, but know how much a player has been inside of it. And that usually means if someone's done something significant in the area, then it's going to have loaded for long enough that you can filter it out based on how long it was loaded for. Right, I think I might just go down to this spot here and grow some trees in this space, right? Be pretty easy just to throw down a bunch of dirt. It's already lit up and safe. Do you know what else I need to do at some point? I need to go and check on the slime farm. Because I was working on that perimeter for ages, and then kind of had all the slime I needed. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, we have to stand on top of it. I haven't done any of that, like AFKing over there. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. Look, there's a bit here that clearly needs lighting up. Right, so how to get to that spot? Oh, I know exactly how to get there. Uh-huh. In we go. Is spectator mode allowed on Hermitcraft, says Quirky? It's not allowed. It's the gravest offence to use the spectator mode, and if you get caught, you get permanently banned, so please don't tell anyone. Please don't tell anyone that I've been using it. I do not want to get banned. Anyway, where were we going to go? Is it down here? I think it's down in that space, yeah. Right, and I was going to go... My brain was like, you need to do something important. I was like, yeah, I do. What is that important thing I've got to do? I remember. I'm on it. I'm on it! Oh! Oh, now I'm using an actual camera account! Oh, the cheatiness is ridiculous. Oh, I'm going to get banned twice. Okay, and then relog to reset the recording. So yeah, I thought might as well just record whatever we do here. It might look interesting, it might not. But we don't know unless we record it. We got a noise in the air. It's FW Games here for 36 months in a row. What do you know? What do you know? Thank you ever so much for the support, dude. Appreciate it. Look, there's already dirt here. Let's expand. We're going to build our own underground mangrove swamp, which might actually be a fun thing. Let's see if it'll grow. Propagule? Oh, it's the wrong one! I've been trolled by myself. Oh, it did grow. I was going to say I don't think that will. Hey, that just sort of grew interesting into that. Wow, that was not... Wait, can I do... And I've got to place it on dirt, but like, does it have to... Oh! Well, that's fascinating. Ah, we're totally building our own little underground cave mangrove swamp down here. That's interesting. I mean, if you wanted to perhaps build a base or do something interesting with these blocks, like you can sort of plop them down like this very easy. So I remember we, on the Patreon server tour, we had a look at a base that was built out of basically growing dark oak trees, right, to create a canopy. Well, you can do that with these. Huh. Pretty cool, isn't it? Thinky says, mangrove trees are so cool, probably my favourite part of this update. I like the idea of them adding new trees and then them being farmable, but this one just feels a bit like... a bit much for me. I don't think I'll be able to automate this, but... that's not always the point, so it's kind of cool that there's something quite different this time. Ah, that one generated, like, with some squash legs. I'm going to call them legs. Dude, they are... I thought they were going to be super fussy, but, like... They are just growing, like, with all of this stuff right alongside it. We should just try and grow them in, like, awkward places. Like, what about here? Yeah, you ain't down with that one, though, are you? That's just too awkward. It's the last one. So, grab the rockets. Actually, I don't need to do that because I've got my cheaty camera. Yeah, it's a bit dark in here to, like, get a feel for it. But, hey, if you wanted to, you could grow tons of those and just create your own little biome underground. As for all of this, like, you'd probably want to rip out the ground and put in some complementing blocks. But then you got, like, a canopy above you, and there's propagules growing all over the place. We'll grab some of those. Quick question. So, I just have to break this to get it, yeah? And then there's another fully grown one. What if I... Yeah, it pops off. So, we don't have to specifically look out for those. And this means that we can come in here and start to grab all the stuff. So we don't need to let the leaves decay in order to get saplings, right? Oh, look at that wood. That looks good. So I might as well farm up like a whole bunch of this stuff and then use it at some point. Yeah, I'm glad I brought those chests, because we're going to need them. And I think I might turn hitboxes on while we do this. Bloody Moon! Thank you ever so much for 5 months of support, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And we've broken through our first bunch of shears. Grab some of that. I can hear the follows going off in my eardrums. Peeps, be sure to hit the follow button if you're enjoying the stream, if you like what we're up to here. We got 2,000 peeps tuned in. Obviously, a lot of you are excited for that 1.19. So I hope you're enjoying it. I see some of the leaves decaying, which is interesting because it means they're probably generating a little further away than they should, and then when you break some of the leaves, it updates them or something. Because usually they start decaying after you chop the wood, but we haven't chopped a single bit of wood yet. Oh, this stuff's going to be so easy to get. I don't think I'm going to rip out like every... Oh wait, didn't I turn on the hitbox thing? There we go. I think I'm going to focus on getting every like leaf block here, but just some to get started, you know. But if ever I need more, it's going to be easy stuff to get. Ooh, it is dark over here. Good thing I got my light. Right, yeah, we'll do one more shear's worth, and then we'll start to get rid of the wood, I think. I feel like the red and the green here go nice together. Like, that green matches that red really well. Alexis L, thank you ever so much for subscribing. And we got Renchi using the Amazon Prime. Thank you for subscribing, my dude. Hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, it's going to be fun to build with these blocks. Once I've gathered a whole bunch of these materials, I want to like start to get a design palette going and think about how I'm going to decorate the storage area of my base and stuff. God, we left these things all over the place. Inefficient. Wastage. Right, let's now pop down below where there are a whole bunch of these on the ground. And put down a chest. Maybe in this little dark space over here. Everywhere, yeah, everywhere should be lit up. I'm I'm going to throw that down there anyway. So we didn't need that dirt. And now, we're in the range of the beacons, so we can chop down the woods. Camolili! I am probably butchering your name, but thank you so much for subscribing with the Prime. I hope you're entertained enjoying the stream. Right, yeah, let's get on. Hey, new recipes! Yeah, we've got to update the filters in our storage system for some of this mangrove wood. Very cool. I haven't, you know, when you do stuff in survival, you learn so much more. I haven't really thought about, like, how the trees, like, will decay from chopping them down naturally. Because, you know, some trees have little quirks about them. Let me think. Oh, accidentally stripped it. Let me think about which one. Like, when you chop down the achacha trees, you're always, like, a little more observant to where the branches at the top go. Because if you miss some, then the leaves just stick around for ages, right? So, when we chop down these trees, we don't want those leaves sticking around, surely. Although, the way they grow, maybe it ain't too bad to leave them there. Because the reason you don't want those leaves sticking around is usually because you want them to decay so you can get your saplings. But with this type right here, once you got the wood, it doesn't really matter. That's not how you get the propagules, right? So, I don't know. Like each tree will have its own like little character and way that you manage it and farm it, and yeah, it's just going to be interesting to figure out like what's the deal with this one. We've started off just by spamming a whole bunch of them. Ah, and look at that. I can get all of these roots nice and easy too. So yeah, after we've like done this big batch, I think we'll do them one by one and just try and figure out some of the quirks about them. That's another thing. Again, I talk about like how you do the update videos, then you come here and play it in survival and it all feels different. Like, if you're like a technical Minecrafter always building farms, then you look at the game through that lens. So you can look at the mangrove tree, figure out like how you farm it, and then you build your contraption and it's all good. But those contraptions, if they're not accessible to the average player, then like what are the things you might want to know about the mangrove tree that make it more accessible? Because sometimes what we do is we put like a slab above where we're growing an oak tree, and then that means it grows to a height that's manageable. So that's a very useful basic thing that a lot of players do. Like, what's the mangrove's equivalent of that? Is what I'm now thinking. Because we've just started off by creating a big mess, basically. And now we're trying to solve that mess. And we're probably going to end up with like all sorts of logs left behind, leaves not decaying. Yeah, now we're down to this level here. I don't think these blocks relate to the leaf decay stuff, but they might do. They might have some sort of role on that. Who is online? Says VPlay. Oh, it's just me and a xisumavoid. That rapscallion. Right, what do y'all want to talk about, peeps? I think I've waffled enough about mangrove trees for one day. I should make some more shears, actually. It just reminded myself that when you do this kind of stuff, it's helpful to use them to find the logs. And we're not getting a lot of decay around here. There we go. So, got to find some logs and get rid of them. I thought he meant World Health Organization is online. WHO, World Health Organization, yeah. Sorry, got that totally wrong, didn't I? God, I thought you were talking about the server we were on. Oh, of course you would be talking about the old World Health Organization. I believe they're online. Have they got a website? Have they got a .com? What about muddy mangrove roots? That's a block we haven't actually seen yet. I think you have to grow the tree through the mud. So I probably should have brought some mud with me to make those blocks. Now, if you wanted to use a lot of them, that would be an interesting farming challenge. Let's go up here to where this tool stuff is. Okay, there we go. We found these blocks. That might be the only ones as well. You can just craft them, peeps are saying. Oh, okay, yeah, you can craft them. Good, good. That is fine by me, I can craft them. Hey Xisuma, can we see some guitar playing on your second channel soon? Preferably Opeth. Nah, I don't really play much anymore, if at all. I don't know what would lead me to well, actually, now that I'm unable to train, I'd have a bit more... I mean, it depends for how long. Like, I might start doing some stuff Monday or Tuesday. But if I have a bit more time on my hands and I know what to do with, then who knows? I could pick up the guitar. That might just be a factor in giving me some more time, you know. But yeah, you know, like when I last did them, it was kind of like a bit of a one-off. Not really my plan to get back into doing all that again. Ah, fell down. Didn't realise I was so low. Oh yeah, you'll get some sticks from the leaf decay. Yeah, that's the thing. Another thing here. How do you call a metal band that sells out popcorn? I don't think that joke works. Oh god, I fell down. Let's pop over here. Ah, there we go, there's some more. And a few more up there. How much of this stuff I've actually got so far? A couple of stacks, am I seeing? It's not fast to get a lot of it, but we'll try and figure that stuff out. It might be that you can sort of like grow them really close together. If you can grow them together in a big blob, that might be a useful way to go about it. Right, I think I might start like chopping down all of these roots down the bottom as well. Just clear out as much as we can. What do you think about the delayed release of 1.19.1? I think it's good. I think the system needs work, and most importantly, I think Mojang need to communicate with their community about their intentions and whatnot. And you know, these dates that they have for releasing updates, it feels very sort of top down, whereas sometimes I think it should be bottom up, because it just feels like you see things like the release date of 1.19. Okay, Mojang isn't a small company anymore. It's, you know, Microsoft, and the update cycles are clearly managed to generate hype and interest with various communities and whatnot. There's a broader, bigger strategy at play in terms of marketing and making these updates big for Minecraft, and that seems to be organized like perhaps higher up. Maybe the game design works at the game design team level, but then they sort of bring that up the chain, and then all the release dates and objectives and stuff gets coordinated, and then they stick quite rigidly to that. It seems like, you know, we've seen updates get split in half because not being able to meet the deadlines, instead of just, you know, leaving the update for when it's fully finished. And then sometimes we see quite big changes getting put into the sub update, if you want to call it, like the minor update, like for example the Piglin Brute, or now we're seeing Allay duping comes in the minor version. So obviously there is like some top-down structure there, and I think when it comes to the moderating stuff, they should have worked from a bottom up and get the community involved and on the page, but they didn't. They just sort of pushed it through from the top, and it now being delayed is kind of I guess the consequence of doing that, you know, because it didn't have to be delayed. It could have been put out whenever it was ready, but obviously they were trying to like push through these changes. This feels so different from regular like tree chopping. It's just a different challenge. Software is hard. Features-based versus time-based is a never-ending discussion. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people seem to think that like development is just some like easy thing, rather than seeing the complexities of like working with large teams of people across many platforms. You know, in like inside a company that has more things going on than just the game as you see it. I don't think like enough thought is given to that sometimes when you see people like mad about an update taking time or whatever. It's like, you're not inside Mojang, you're not part of the team. Like, let them do the talking, let them tell you like what's what, because they know, they're in there, right? We don't know, we're on the outside, just kind of having a perspective of how things are handled there. Right, I think I'm going to get up top again and try and get some more logs out of here. Here's some. Right, how are we looking in general? There's just so much of this that we've grown, it's kind of hard to get the big picture of it all. Right, gonna need some more shears again. Buy pearls, super shearious, it will help with the leaves. The thing is, the leaves are instant mined, and rather than have something with mending and unbreaking on that you don't want to break, just use that disposable iron that I've got from my iron farm and it takes care of it. It's not suitable for every application, right? In the case of this one, the disposable is clearly the way to go. Yeah, very different experience chopping down all of this stuff. As I've said many times, it's also quite like dark down here. That's the thing. I think the next one I'll do, I think I'll do it like out in the open, because darkness kind of makes it hard to actually see the full scale of what's going on here. Despicable Web says he was just going to try and advertise. Lol. What am I trying to advertise? Oh, you mean Pearl's shop, right. Sure. Pearl's shears have 200% more puns though, that is true. They've got the pun game cornered. I enjoy the tool textures. Do you mean the custom ones? They're awesome, aren't they? Let's pop back into this space. There it is. Missed one over here. Missed a whole bunch over here. That is a lot. And there's more. Hey, we got some messages in chat I've just noticed that my moderators have highlighted. Scarab says, I would love a retextured Shears where it was just a skull with an open mouth. You could definitely do something cool with that, couldn't you? Ah! And now I've fallen down. Now I've fallen down. Yeah, there's definitely potential there. We've got Deck35 saying, hey, I just got accepted a coding school and I'm going to live alone for the next 5 years. Any tips you got for me? On the coding front, not really. On the living alone front, possibly. But congratulations in going to coding school. That is awesome. Doing something with yourself, learning some skills. Yeah, I'm excited for you. The thing with living alone is there's like loads of tips, but you just forget what they are. It'll just be you know, like a learning phase, right? Like there'll be so much stuff to learn and being independent, all these new challenges come your way, but just take them in your stride. Like don't worry too much. You'll figure things out. It's not that difficult. What can the mangrove roots be used for? They can be used to contain water. And like you can use it in a cobblestone generator. But you can also, I think that's it. I think whatever was up here, the wood is gone now. Just help it on its way. I forgot what we were talking about. Sugbug Chig says, X, do you have any tips to focus and not get distracted? Have a life-altering exam in 2 weeks and really need to study, but I keep on getting distracted. Yeah, you gotta like take control of your environment. The fact that you're asking the question means you know there's the problem, right? So it's about taking action on that, I guess. But control your environment. You know, if you need to study, put your phone in the other room. Like, if you're getting distracted, identify the distractions and then remove them. So if you know you're getting distracted, that's a great start right there. You just got to, you know, when you are distracted, be like, okay, what distracted me? Oh, I was browsing Reddit. Uh-oh. Right. You know, that's on the no-go list now. You know, you got to discipline yourself. You got to sort of take control of the situation a bit. And yeah, doing things like leaving a phone in another room can help you focus a lot. I do that when I watch movies now. It's like I mean, I say I put it in the other room. It started with that, but now I can just sort of like leave it near me and not look at it. And I enjoy the movie more as a result. Because I'm not like getting distracted and thinking about other stuff. Maybe make a schedule with breaks included, says Esper. That's another good idea. That's more of a like a strategy for learning, right? If you're starting with not getting distracted, you want to focus on like what distracts you. But yeah, if you really want to sort of maximize what you're doing, having a schedule. I mean, I listen to a bunch of podcasts about like how to optimize your environment, your own mind, for like learning and achieving the things that you want. It's super fascinating because there's simple little things I've learned. Like in the morning, I have a shower first thing, cold shower, and the adrenaline from it just absolutely wakes me up. And it's such a better way to start the day because I'm not groggy or anything for any amount of time. I'm just sort of, that's it. I'm good to go. You know. So there's that. And then I'll turn on lights so the room is nice and bright. You know, there's sunlight and stuff, but you want to make the room bright, whatever room it is. You know, if the sunlight gets in there or not. And then that helps you feel more alert and focused, and all these things just add up to the quality of your day being better. You know, you can do the jobs you need to do better and have more time for the other stuff if you're like alert and focused and feeling energetic and whatnot. Okay, let's pop up here next. The Thin White Duke has subscribed, so has Hugh Renzone, both with the Prime. Thank you for using the Amazon Prime on me. That was like 10 minutes ago. I apologise, I've just been a little bit engrossed with the activity at hand. I've got a weird feeling that these roots might have something to do with the leaf decay, but maybe not. Do you not have a hoe? I do have a hoe, actually. I just felt like using the axe. Oh, and now I'm using the leaves. Wrong block. Junkie Dog, thank you for using the Amazon Prime. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. Yeah, we got 2,000 odd peeps tuning in today. Be sure to hit that follow button if you're enjoying the stream. Gonna have one more 1.19 action coming your way. Okay, I think that's kind of it. Like, there's just a bunch of leftover leaves decaying now, right? I don't think there's any more roots and stuff. So that's kind of it. Right. Let's get that camera account sorted. Gonna rename it Mangrove. Anyways, my friends, we have come to the end of the live stream. I hope you've been entertained and had a good time. I hope you have. We'll do a raid. I'll get that sorted out. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thank you to all my mods, the patrons, the people gifting subs. Yola, appreciated, and thank you to the various raids we had today as well. We were raided ourselves, right? I think we'll go send you over to Foxy. It's been a while since we've raided Foxy, right? Let's make this happen. There you go. Sending y'all over to Foxy today. Right, and that's it. Hit the follow button, then hit the raid button, and I'll see you again possibly Tuesday or tomorrow. I don't know when I'm next streaming, but I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.